So this is video number 3 of me decoding some of the biggest brands in the world. Now, I've been in Dubai for a couple of years and I wanted to talk about a brand that I've been working with in the Middle East. But before I talk about this brand, I want you to know that you can go back, I don't know where my team are going to put it, somewhere around here, and you can go back and click on the button and watch the videos that I did talking about Kanye West and the Super Bowl, as well as talking about Balmain and Olivier Royston. Today's video is all about Fendi. Now, when I came here to Dubai, one of the things that I noticed is how much this region in the Middle East is really gleaning from some of the international IPs and making them work, whether it be in Dubai or Abu Dhabi or making them work in Saudi. And Fendi is no exception. So when I had the opportunity in my role at Avant-Garde to work with Abu Dhabi government as part of their retail season, which is basically a whole activation of the city and all the malls. And so when I got an opportunity with my team to work with them, we looked at what international IPs are absolutely popping that we should bring into the region. And what we leaned into was Fendi Cafe. Now, last year we did Ramadan and we did an interpretation of Fendi Cafe for Ramadan. It was such a beautiful campaign. We teamed up with Tasha's, which is a cafe in the region, a restaurant in the region, and we basically turned that restaurant into the Fendi Cafe as a pop-up experience. We invited all of the influencers in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai. We had about 150 influencers in total. And it was so popular that by the time we had done Influencers Day, we then had sold out for the next 2 weeks. In fact, the client turned around to us and they were like, whoa, pause, stop promoting because we sold out. We don't have capacity for any more people to be able to come in the next 2 weeks. The other thing that was beautiful with it is that when the campaign finished, my team and I were nominated for not 1, not 2, but 3 awards for the work that we did with Fendi Cafe in the Middle East. So why is that important for you guys? Why am I bringing this up? Am I doing it so I can toot my own horn and kind of pop my collar talking about my team? Well, a little bit, but beyond how fabulous my team is, what I really want to talk to you about is cultural marketing. Cultural marketing is such an important thing when you're looking at how do you build out a global brand. You know, if you were thinking to yourself, I'm in New York or London, or I'm in Paris, or maybe I'm in Sydney, and how do I start to build my brand out in other parts of the world? You really need to lean into the importance of cultural marketing. And cultural marketing, in its essence, is making sure that you understand the cultural nuances when you are entering into that market, that you understand the cultural nuances when you are growing in this new market. And the work we did with Fendi Cafe was exactly that. So if you actually analyze it, the very first thing that we did around cultural nuances is we acknowledged one of the most important times in the Middle East, which is Ramadan. We acknowledged it and we said, actually, Fendi Cafe, it would be a great opportunity to do a pop-up during Ramadan. But then we went one step further and we said, how do we ensure that the Fendi Cafe experience had the Ramadan feel, had the Ramadan colors, had the cultural sensitivity in terms of the way that it looked, made sure that the seating and the way that it was laid out and the entertainment all spoke to the experience of Ramadan. Now, for those of you who haven't lived in the Middle East, maybe you're from the UK like me, Ramadan is so phenomenal because it's a time where people come together, they break their fast, and it's all about the food experience. It's all about gathering together as a family or as a community. And so the Fendi Cafe was put in the heartbeat of that experience, and it leaned from its look and feel into what that should look like and what that should feel like. The second thing that you can take from this campaign is the importance of local partnerships. So in this particular case, we partnered with Tasha's, which is a high-end restaurant, exceptionally well known in the region, and we partnered with them in order to do the Fendi Cafe takeover. Why is it important? for you to do strategic partnerships with a local existing brand. It's important because what it does is it allows you to piggyback off of the success of what's already happening in the market. No need to come into a market cold, trying to spend all your ad money boosting your product from the ground up. No need to do that. Just partner with somebody who already has a buzz, partner with somebody who's already doing well in the region, and together you can create magic. And the third thing we did that you need to understand is what are the marketing channels that works in the region that you're going into. So in the Middle East, particularly in the UAE, influencer marketing is everything. It's bigger than social, it's bigger than radio, it's bigger than billboards and out of home. Influencer marketing is the go-to in this region. And so, of course, when we launched Fendi Cafe here, the first thing we did is we did an influencer day. That was more important than even doing a media day. It was all about making sure that we had the big micro and macro influencers in the region at the opening day. Why? Because that then created the buzz, which then meant that Joe Public, when they were trying to get in, it was sold out 2 weeks in advance. So I hope you've got some gems from today. Take notes, write it down, put it in the chat, leave in the comments, what did you glean from today's video? I want to hear from you.